We are again solving systems of equations, and these are linear systems of equations. So if you did not watch yesterday's video, you need to watch it so that you will know how to do these. These first three problems, 1, 2, and 3, are very, very, very easy to do if you have your Inspire calculator and you watched yesterday's video and know how to use LenSolve. If you do not have the TI Inspire on your laptop, you need to get it so you can do these the easy way. So you need to make sure that you come to school and get it loaded, or come to the parking lot. You don't have to come inside. And if you will not load when you're at the parking lot, then you need to contact the service, the help desk, or call the school and have them help you with it, or let me know and I'll help you with it. Okay, so anyway, hopefully the first three are done easily using LenSolve. I'm not going to tell you the answers because if you know how to use LenSolve, these were easy peasy questions to do. So after the warm-up, what we're doing today is writing the equations. So they're going to give you a word problem, and you're going to write the two equations. So instead of them giving you the equations, you now have to write the equations. It is not as hard as it sounds. All right, so here we go. First thing you want to do when you read it is identify the two variables. Most of the time in these problems, when you get real truly problems, they're going to tell you what the two variables are. They're going to say x is going to be this and y is going to be that. Or they'll say find the number of this and find the number of that. So you'll be able to identify what the two things are that you're talking about. And then sometimes, most of the situations will have two totals to it. They will always give you enough information to write two equations, because if I'm doing a systems of equations, I am writing two equations. And they will always give you enough information to write two different equations. All right? Because I'm going to use those two equations to solve it. And when you're making a money equation, all the money pieces go together. So you'll see what I mean by that in a second. So let's read this example. The Maplewood Symphony Orchestra sold 146 tickets. So total tickets sold is 146. That's one of my totals. And they collected a total of $1,036. So here is my money total. So I have total of number of tickets and I have total of money. These are going to be two separate equations. One is going to equal 1,036. The other equation is going to equal 146. All right, so the totals are on one side by themselves. In ticket sales, so this is all about ticket sales. Admission was $5 for the children ticket. So each child's ticket cost $5 and $8 for adult tickets. So each adult ticket cost $8. Write two equations that would be used to solve this system. Now, they didn't specifically tell you what we're looking for, so they should have told you a little bit more information. And what we're looking for is the number of adult tickets sold and the number of kids' tickets sold. So the two variables are, you have X and Y. You could let X be the kids' tickets, or you could have let it be the adults' tickets. Doesn't matter. But whichever one you let it be, then the other variable will be the other one. So if I did X as the kids' tickets, then Y is the number of adult tickets that were sold in the situation. Now remember, how many tickets were sold altogether? 146. So maybe they sold 100 adult tickets and 46 kids' tickets. Or maybe they sold 120 adult tickets and 26 kids' tickets, or some other combination, right? And that's what we're trying to figure out, is how many tickets were sold. But altogether, it equals 146. So one equation is I can take X, which is the number of kids' tickets, add to it the number of adult tickets, which is Y. So all the kids' tickets plus all the adult tickets equals how many tickets were sold? 146. So there's one equation right there. Total tickets sold is 146. It's made up of all the kids' tickets, all the adult tickets. Add them together, you get the total 146 tickets. So that was my number of tickets total. Now we want to write a second equation for the money. So this is going to equal $1,036. Now, how much? Now, over here was the kids' tickets. So as soon as I decided X was going to be the kids, where they give the dollar amount for the kids, we need to put X next to that. So I know that $5 goes with X. So $5 is going to have an X with it. How much? The Y is the adult tickets. So how much were the adult tickets? They were $8. So I need to have a Y with the $8. It's important that once you decide which is which, you put the X or the Y with the correct number. All right. $5 times every ticket. So 5 times 1, 5 times 2, 5 times 3. So 5 times X gives me all the money for the kids. So I've got 5X. So this is all the money for the kids' tickets. $5 times each ticket that was sold, right? Add to that all the adult money. And how much did the adults cost? $8 times Y, which is my number of tickets. So 8 times Y. So here's the kids' money, here's the adult money, and adding them together gives you how much money was sold or collected? $1,036. And there are your two equations. And a lot of them follow the same situation where they give you a money total and a number of individual items total. And if you just add the X and Y together, you get your number total. If you put the money with them, 5 times X plus 8 times Y gives you the money total. All right, so there's your two equations. And then if you wanted to solve it, you could put the two equations in LinSolve, in the Inspire calculator, and get the ordered pair. In the ordered pair, the X number in that ordered pair is the number of kids' tickets sold. The Y number in that ordered pair is the number of adults' tickets sold. So remember, this is where the two lines intersect, where those two equations intersect, is an ordered pair. The X number is your kids' ticket, and Y number is your adult tickets. Okay, let's do the next one. The manager of a movie theater wants to know the number of adults and children who go to the movies. The theater charges $8 for each adult and $4 for each child. So I'm kind of thinking this is going to be at the adult tickets and kids tickets again, right? At a showing where 200 tickets were sold. So here's my total tickets is 200. So X plus Y is going to equal 200. And they collected $1,304. So my money, when I add the money together, is going to equal $1,304. Write the two equations that will work for the situation. This time I let X be the number of adult tickets and Y be the number of kid tickets. Does not matter which way you make it as long as you make one and one the other. So how many tickets altogether were sold? 200. So X plus Y, all the adult tickets plus all the kids tickets, total 200. So first equation is just simply X plus Y equals 200. All right, there's the first one. That's easy. If they say X minus Y in one of the answers, that's not it. You have to add them together to get the 200. It is a total. Now the money. We let X be the adult. So which one of these amounts is the adult? This is the adult, so 8 needs to have the X with it. So 8 has the X with it. The Y, the kids, were $4. So the $4 needs to have a Y with it. That just kind of reminds me that the 4 needs to be with the Y and the 8 needs to be with the X. So 8 times X, $8 per ticket, however many tickets were sold, plus the kids' tickets, $4 times however many kid tickets were sold. So 4 times, if there were 10 sold, then it would be 4 times 10. If there were 20 tickets sold, 4 times 20. So if you add those two together, the kids or the adult tickets and the kids' tickets, it totaled 1,304. And there are the two equations. That's simple. Again, if you wanted to actually solve it, now sometimes they just ask you to write the equations. Other times they ask you to solve it. So if you need to solve it, then you would go put the two equations in the Inspire calculator under LinSolve, hit enter, and boom, there is the ordered pair where they intersect. And of course, in that ordered pair, the X is the number of adult tickets and Y is the number of kids tickets. That's why it's important to write down what the X and Y represent. So in case they ask you for a specific one, you know what answer to pick. Okay, the school's photographer took pictures of couples at this year's program, or prom. She charged $3.25 for wallet-sized pictures and $10.50 for portrait-sized pictures. Crystal and Dan bought a total of 10 pictures. You see that total of 10 pictures. So what's my number total? 10. How much did it cost? $61.50. So there's my two totals. Here's my money total, and here's my number total. Write the two equations that can be used to solve the systems of equations. And again, in this one, because it's not a complete question, they didn't tell you what the things that we're looking for. We're looking for the number of wallet pictures and the number of portrait pictures. And again, you can let X be either one of them and Y be the other one. So I just let X be the wallet and Y be the portrait. So if I add my X and Y together, how many tickets or pictures did they buy all together? 10. So X plus Y, Y equals X plus Y equals 10. So first equation is the number total. 10 pictures total. So wallet pictures plus my portrait pictures, total 10 pictures. Now the money total, this is where the money comes in. X is my wallet size. What did a wallet cost? This is the portrait money. Here is my $3.25 for a wallet size, and wallet is X. So $3.25 is my X, right? That one goes together. That means my portrait Y is the $10.50, so I need a Y with that one. So when I get ready to do the money equation, 1050 times Y, put this down for a second so I can hold the page. So here it is, 1050 times Y plus, it's always going to have a plus between them, the wallet size, $3.25 per X, so $3.25 X. All right, so there's my portrait money, here's my wallet money, add them together, and it equals the total money. And the total money was, where's my money total? $61.50. So hang on a sec, guys. I'm going to move this back where you can see it. There we go. So here's my two equations. X plus Y equals 10 pictures. portrait money plus my wallet size money equals $61.50, which was the money total. Remember, I had a money total and I had a picture total. And a lot of those follow that same sort of pattern. So there's those first three problems. On the back, on the next page, we're going to read these. And there's going to be a variety of different situations, but those are some common ones where you have the two totals, a money total and a number total. Now, JP is thinking of two numbers. We got a first number and we got a second number. One of them's going to be X and one of them's going to be Y. The sum of the two numbers is 663. Now, you got to know what sum means. Sum means you're adding them together. It's the answer to an addition problem. Difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. Product is the answer to a multiplication problem. And quotient is the answer to a division problem. So you got to know what those words mean as far as operations so you'll know what to do. So if I sum the two numbers together, it's going to equal, is your equal, 163. So if I take my first number and add it to my second number, I have a sum, and it is equals 163. So here's my first equation. X plus Y equals 163. Okay? Now remember, we're going to let X just be the first number, and Y is going to be my second number. That's simple. Second sentence in here, or the second part of this, and their difference is 33. So remember, is your equal sign. So it's going to equal 33. What is difference? That's subtraction. So if I take X minus Y, it equals 33. There's my second equation. X minus Y equals 33. So if you're trying to figure out what the two numbers are, you could put these two equations into Inspire Calculator under LinSolve and go find out where they intersect. That ordered pair, the X number in the ordered pair is the first number, and the Y number in the ordered pair is the second number. There we go. Okay, I told you these are not that hard. Now, number 7 is a repeat of the previous one that we did, so ignore number 7. Number 8, the perimeter of a rectangular wooden deck is 90 feet. Now, we need to know what perimeter is, and this is something from middle school geometry. Here's my rectangle. Perimeter is the distance around the object, and so the formula is just add up all four sides. So this is length plus width plus length plus width. Or you may have seen it as 2 of the lengths plus 2 of the widths. So either way you want to do it is fine. So we know the perimeter is 90 feet. So when we get ready to do this, it is your equal sign, so it's going to equal 90. So when I add up all the sides over here, I'm going to add them all up, it's going to equal 90. The deck's length, they're using L for length, so they're not using X's and Y's, they're using L. So L is my length. L is going to be length. Guess what they're going to use for width? Yep, width is W right there, they told you. So they're using a little W for width. There we go, length and width. Okay, so now we know the deck's length is, so this is going to be literally L is equals 5 feet less than 4 times the width. Now 4 times the width is 4W. So here's my 4W. The question is 5 less than, meaning I do 5 and subtract, or is it 4W minus 5? If they had just said 5 less 4 times the width, I would start with the 5 and do subtract 4W. But since they threw in the word than with the less than means I'm going to subtract the 5 on the end. And I'm going to drop down here and do a little, I should have already had this written down, but I forgot to. So anyway, this is going to be, if they say 5 less 3, less is subtraction. So 5 less 3 would be written in math symbols as 5 minus 3. All right? If they say 5 less than 3. If they say 5 less than 3, they throw the than in there. That means I have 3 to start with, and I'm going to take 5 away from it. So this one would be written as 3 minus 5. So if they have just 5 less 3, that's subtracting. If they say 5 less than 3, that implies I'm starting with the 3 and I'm taking 5 away from it. So the order has to be important on these, because order is important on subtraction. So this one up here also said less, and the than is way over here, so this is less than. So 5 less than, that means I'm going to put this on the end of it. I'm going to subtract 5 away from the thing that they're talking about. So 5 less than 4 times the width, and of course 4 times W is just 4W. So the length is 5 less than 4 times the width, and that's your second equation. So L equals 4W minus 5. Those are probably the more trickier ones where they do all this length and width and kind of stuff. Now, the first equation was about the perimeter. So remember, how do you find perimeter? We're going to add them all up. I've got a length, I've got a width, I've got a length, I've got a width. So literally you can say L plus W plus L plus W. Or you could do L plus W plus W. Order doesn't matter in this. So one way to do it is L plus W equals, what was the perimeter? 90. Oh yeah, this was 90. So there's one way you could write the equation just like that. L plus W equals 90. If you like the 2L plus 2W version, that's fine, because you've got 1L plus 1L, so that gives you 2L, 2 of the L's, plus a W plus W is a 1 plus 1, so this is the 2 W's, equals 90. So depending on which version of the formula you like, add them all up equals the perimeter, or 2 of these plus 2 of those equals the formula when it's a rectangle. So either one of these could be used for the first equation, but you have to use this for the second equation. All right, because you have to have 2 different equations. And again, if you wanted to go put them in the calculator and do LinSolve and see where they intersect. Now, we don't put L's and W's in the calculator. We're going to put X's and W's. So you would have to decide, I'm going to let the X be this one and the Y be this one. And then everywhere you did L's, you would use the X. And everywhere you do W's, you would plug in a Y. And then you would know that the X is the length in the ordered pair and Y is the width. And we will practice those in the next few days. But today we're just writing. Number 9, multiple choice. This is how they're going to look on the STAR test. You're going to be given the words, and you have to pick out the right ones. You have to be very careful about picking it out. Candy Sweet Shop. Sarah made C pounds of chocolate-covered raisins. So C is my chocolate-covered raisins. And I think it's the pounds of chocolate-covered raisins. So C is for the chocolate. C is chocolate. Whoops, I should put a C over here and then write the chocolate. Okay, and this is my pounds of chocolate, so I'm going to put a pound sign. So pounds of chocolate, C is that one. And they sell for $1.50 a pound. So the C goes with $1.50 a pound. So I'm going to put $1.50 with this one, just so I can remember they all go together. So C is my pounds of chocolate, and they sell for $1.50 per pound. The Y is the yogurt-covered raisins. So down here I'm going to say Y is my, oops, I'm going to set this down for just a sec and write yogurt. When I get down to the bottom page, it's hard to hold it and do it. So Y is the pounds of yogurt-covered raisins. And they sell for $1.20. So the $1.20 goes with the Y because they're using Y for the yogurt. It's $1.20. All right. So the $1.20 goes with my Y's, and Y is also the pounds of yogurt. The $1.50 goes with the C's, and C is also the pounds of chocolate-covered raisins. So now I know which is which. Sarah wants to make a 40 pounds, and this is a total. She wants to make a 40-pound mixture of the 2 kinds. So maybe 10 pounds of chocolate and 30 pounds of yogurt, or maybe 20 pounds chocolate and 20 pounds yogurt. Some 2 amounts that add up to 40 pounds total. So that's one of my totals. So I have C plus Y, pounds of C plus pounds of Y equals 40. So C plus Y equals 40. Yep. C plus Y equals 40. Yep. C plus Y equals 40. Yep. C plus Y equals 40. Oh, bummer. All 4 of them have the same first equation. I didn't get to rule any of them off. Now let's go do the second part. This is going to be the money one. The mixture is going to sell for $1.35 a pound. So how many pounds are we making? We're making 40 pounds total. So the 40 pounds is going to sell for $1.35. And all of those have that on this end. So the only thing I've got to be concerned with is which one has C with the $1.50 and Y with the $1.20. So let's see. C is the $1.50. Yep, that's right. Y is $1.20. That's right. And it equals the 135 times 40. That one matches. Let's check this one. This is 150. Do you see that this one's $1.50 and this is 150? Yeah, I'm not paying $150 per pound. It's $1.50 per pound, so cross off B. So watch those decimals carefully. $1.20 with the C? Nope, my C is $1.50, so it's not this one. Let's get rid of C. And D has, again, the 120, not that 1.2. So be careful on the ones that don't have that. So A was the correct one on that. 10, and these are reading ones. You just got to take your time and decide, what's the X, what's the Y, or in this case, S's and B's. So they're using S's and B's. Let's see what these are. Frosty's Ice Cream Shop sells sundaes for $2 and banana splits for $3. On a hot summer day, the shop sold 8 more sundaes than banana splits and made a total of $156. There's my money total. Which system of equations could be used to find the number of sundaes? S, so S are my number of sundaes sold, and banana splits are B's, so B's are my banana splits. Let's see, let's do the money one, because that one's pretty straightforward. There's my $156, so it's going to total 156. Whoops, 156. How much did the sundae sell for? $2. And 2 is S, because S for Sundays. So 2S needs to go together. The banana splits are the B's, and B's go with the 3. So I want a 2S and a 3B, and it's going to total 156. 2S and 3B, 156? Yep. 2S? No, it says 2B, so it's not that one. 2S and 3B equals, well, that's not $156, so that's not it. 2S plus 3B equals 156, so I have two equations, or two answers that match the first equation. Now, let's see what else they tell me. I have 8 more sundaes than banana splits. They didn't give me the total number of ones that were sold. They just said there were 8 more sundaes than banana splits. So let's think about this. I've got S's and I've got B's. There were 8 more sundaes. So does that mean I sold more sundaes? Yes. This is a bigger, so I'm going to write bigger over here. And this one is a smaller one as far as amounts. Okay? Because on these they had B plus 8 equals the S, or S plus B equals the 8. So I'm trying to figure out what they did to get that. So, and then the second equation is the trickier part of this one. So let's see. So there are 8 more sundaes, so this is the bigger number. So if I want them to be equal, and this number's bigger, that means I need to subtract 8 from this one for them to be equal. Does that make sense? If there were more of these, right now they're not equal. But since this was the bigger amount, by 8, if I subtract 8 off of this side, oh wait, I'm sorry, I have to add 8. I said that just backwards. So if this one was bigger, if I add 8 to this side, oops, make it add 8. So if I add 8 to the smaller amount, then they're going to be equal. The other way I could have done it was I could have subtracted 8 from the bigger number, and it would equal the B. So is either one of these the second equation? Let's see. S equals B plus 8. Well, there it is right there. This one says S plus B equals 8. No, I'm not going to add them together and have them equal 8, so that doesn't make sense. This is S equals B plus 156. That's my money. It doesn't make sense. Oh, we already crossed that one off. And this is B minus S equals 8. Well, I'm not going to take the smaller one minus the bigger one and get an 8. I'd get a negative 8. So it is not that one. So it was A on those. So those are a little bit trickier ones on those. The money and the total numbers are the more straightforward ones. I'm going to stop the video here. There's a second video for the review stuff if you want to go look at it. Other than that, we will do some more of these tomorrow.